We are live.
This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
From the Sonosi Studios of Arizona, here we are, the MMA-Holes Hour. Usman versus Masvidal. Someone's got the coronavirus on the card. We're going to talk about MMA news with MMA-Holes. Yes, baby, I am wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Jesse, how are you tonight?
Wonderful, Moss.
All right, if you
How
notice.
are you?
Oh, well,
you
listen.
said it.
I mean, I'm sweaty. I'm sweaty right now. We're
Tired.
in the middle. The movers came to drag our stuff over here. With 5 minutes to get the show going, we put up a green screen. This is a temporary green screen, but where's the background? Oh my God, it's gone.
Yeah.
We're in space over here. Here we are. This is the transition to the new Sonosi Studios. So here's our green screen, and it's wonderful. There we go, Jesse. Listen, now that we're floating around like this, how does it feel? Does it feel whimsical?
Yeah, I like it a lot. I like that I can do that.
Just grab this and just touch the timer.
And
Yeah. I can still touch you. Okay. And there's a floating MMA-Holes Hour behind us. What unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff here. Yeah, so we're going to be changing things up, and we wanted to, as soon as the green screen came, and this is courtesy of V-neck, sponsored by V-neck. So the infinite background over there. You're going to be seeing a lot of new graphics here on the MMA Holes, but let's get right into it. As I apologize for my. I guess we're gaming tonight. I knew I forgot. I told you. I knew I forgot something.
How many people jumped in for the gaming stream last night? Drop the ones in the chat. We did a spontaneous, quick, 1 hour gaming stream just to test something out, and it worked, and it was fun. So now we know we can do gaming streams on the second channel from where we are right now.
There we go.
Which is nice.
Hey, Hor. Look how big his face is.
Hey, Hor.
Hey, Horio. Here we go. Jorge Masvidal is fighting Kamaru Usman. And look, Usman looks all pissed off, Jesse. He's like, oh, my God, I got to fight this guy?
He always looks like that.
So, yeah, this is the fight that's going to be happening here, and I am very happy. We were talking about this on the gaming channel, and the one thing that jumped into mind was Max Holloway and Volkanovsky. Bless you. Holloway and Volkanovsky kind of... the UFC doesn't have much faith in them. So they're like, listen, we got to pay this guy some money. We need a real main event because Holloway versus Volkanovsky is just not going to do it. So here we are. The BMF belt versus the 170-pound championship belt. Man, oh man, Jesse, this is going to be some fight. What do you think? Thoughts?
I think Moss. I like this a lot.
Do you? Oh, I got to fix this.
I can't do it on this one. Oh, I kind of can,
What are you talking about? I got to fix you. Don't worry. Just you talk. Just give me your thoughts on the fights and don't worry about the graphics. I got you. Don't worry.
Listen, it's not the fight I wanted to see. Of course, I wanted to see Usman Burns because after I saw Burns fight, I'm getting distracted.
What did happen? You're like, after Burns fought.
I'm getting distracted watching Moss.
Don't watch me. Look at the camera. Look at them.
After I watched Gilbert Burns' last fight, and even before that, I even said Gilbert Burns has a lot of potential. I think it'd be fun to see him fight for the title, for the championship belt. But When that happened, I got extremely excited. And now, knowing that he had that shot and now it's kind of dwindled away. Is that a word? Dwindled? Then it's...
Did you just say, is that a word, dwindled?
Dwindled.
Yeah, okay.
It does suck. But at the same time, listen, Masvidal Usman, I can't complain about it. It's a pretty entertaining fight. They're both shit talkers. They both have a beef, you know. So.
No one wanted to see Burns versus Usman.
I did.
No one cared.
I really did. I wanted to see it.
It was interesting. But let's be honest. As much as I think Usman is going to hump the shit out of Jorge Masvidal, the 2% chance that Masvidal wins this fight is interesting to me. Yeah. I don't know why. I mean, listen, we got the BMF versus the 170. I love it. I absolutely love it. Listen, I would have rather seen Colby Covington Usman too. I think just as a fight, a competitive fight, that would have been interesting. Even the Burns fight might have been more competitive than Usman. I have to think that than Masvidal. I have to think that Masvidal is just going to get destroyed.
Yeah.
I have to think that. But the chance that Jorge catches him with that knee or cracks him on the way in with a fisticle,
but it goes back to that thing that you said before, that you hate hearing people say, oh, if it stays on the feet, it'll be this way. If it goes to the ground, then it'll be this person. Like, you don't like when people say things like that. But that's exactly what this fight is. If it goes to the ground, or if it goes to wrestling, it's in favor of Usman. If it stays on the feet, Masvidal has some sort of chance.
Why do people sleep on Usman striking? Listen, the guy is a wrestler, and he even admitted that that's what he's going to be doing. He's going to be dragging it down. But Usman striking is not horrific. You know, it really isn't. In every fight, it gets better and better. He showed some pretty good stand-up against Colby, and Colby knows how to throw hands. You know, he did good to Usman. I think Usman could hold his own with the striking. I think he has some power in his punches, but his bread and butter is the takedown. It's not like Khabib. Let's be honest here. Usman striking versus Khabib striking, it's apples and oranges. Khabib has the takedown. That's what he's got. The takedown. That's it. Once he takes you down, you're dead. Yeah. But Usman can throw. We've seen it before. We've seen it against Colby Covington. So that makes it a little interesting. Do you think that Jorge Masvidal is...
I am 10 minutes in. Leave me alone.
I'm tired too. You have coffee?
Moss, I did not... well, you could have just kept going. You didn't have to turn... Like, it's so obnoxious that you do that.
I look at you and you're like...
I'm hiding behind my microphone.
Oh, all right, I'm going to have my coffee.
Just leave it.
Hold on.
It's been a very trying day today.
Oh, trust me, I almost died today in the 116-degree weather fixing the garage, but it is what it is. So the fact that Usman can throw hands, the fact that he is a little bit more well-rounded than people give him credit for, makes it interesting. Now, does Jorge Masvidal stop the takedown? I mean, he has takedown defense. Can he nullify that attack?
Maybe like here and there he might have some semblance of a stuff, but I think overall Usman's going to have that power over him. He's going to have that skill that Masvidal hasn't really experienced inside the cage yet. So I think here and there he'll stuff one, but Usman will most likely get him to the ground multiple times.
Once this thing gets up to the fence, Masvidal's done. It's done. Usman could hold you there, stomp on your feet, knee you to the thighs. I mean, just grind on you to the point where you just want to give up. Now, Masvidal does have a lot of cardio, and so does Usman. So the fact that the cardio situation should be on point with both fighters. But this is a short notice fight for both guys. This is during a pandemic. So is Masvidal coming off the couch? I mean, he's got to be floating around the weight to step in here. So I'm assuming he's staying healthy. But coming in on short notice, who does it favor?
I saw that Masvidal was still staying in shape should this fight fall through. Like he already had planned for this fight to fall through. So he's not coming off the couch. He's good to go. I think he's ready.
So you're thinking Masvidal coming in here, it favors Jorge?
No, I don't think it favors Jorge. I don't think it's going to be like a couch potato walking into the cage. I think people are underestimating a little bit of what Masvidal can bring.
Shopping during a pandemic.
Okay, hold on a second. Here we got a 2 joints donation. 2 joints.
Spontaneous gaming stream was WW. Chris, you and JBH look like her in a glass of ginger ale, bro. WW background. Shout out to all the tremendous WW chatters. Marijuana and barbecue is a pandemic remedy here in Canada, bro. Jorge's gonna murk seal, bro.
Thank you, brother. 2 joints for the donation. You are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Make sure you donate tonight and support the green screen effects over here. If you like it, slap a like. Appreciate the support.
We look like we're in a bottle of ginger ale.
This is actually a glass of ginger ale right here.
It's kind of great. It actually does kind of look like ginger ale, like the little floating bubbles.
This is our 49-inch screen over here, right in front of us. That thing is a beast, and that's because of you guys and gals. So, so who's got the advantage coming in on short notice here, or does Usman?
I mean, listen, it's easy to say Usman is going to have the advantage here.
I'm talking about this though. I'm not talking about in the fight. I'm saying with this situation.
With preparation?
This is a very unique situation. Usman was training for one fighter in Gilbert Burns, right? And getting ready for a guy that's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, a guy that has bombs in his hands as well, but a different style than Jorge, right? Now Jorge comes in, and this guy literally is a street fighter. I mean, he's got a good takedown defense, but he's literally looking to take your head off your neck.
Yeah. Fuck. Listen, I always think Usman is more prepared than Jorge for this fight. In terms of skill, in terms of what to expect from his opponent. Jorge, it's easy to say, oh, I know what to expect from a wrestler, but you don't. You don't. In fact, you could even say the same thing about a striker, but more so a wrestler. So I would say Usman is more prepared. He definitely has the upper hand for this fight. But that's not to say that Masvidal doesn't have some tricks up his sleeve ready to go.
Oh, there's definitely going to be tricks under his sleeve, because you got Mike Brown, who has been proven to have very good game plans, very intelligent coach out of the Florida situation over there, American Top Team.
But don't you think that like all this doubt on Masvidal that we're seeing, especially on MMA Twitter, a lot of doubt. Like a lot of people are pro Masvidal, but you see a lot more Usman's gonna maul him kind of thing.
Wrong.
So don't you think? Oh,
wrong.
And the poll is Masvidal.
Wrong, Jesse.
That's interesting.
People are sucking off Jorge Masvidal. It's been a long day. Masvidal, because of Street Jesus, yada yada yada.
Well, okay.
820 votes. 60% say Jorge's winning this fight. I mean, what kind of drugs is our audience doing?
So let me rephrase then, because on Twitter I see a lot of anti-Masvidal. So I was thinking, if this poll didn't exist, I didn't see this poll. Wouldn't Masvidal take all of this negativity and kind of like bundle it all up and put it into the fight and make, prove to everyone that he's the best?
Let me address someone in the chat. FVGC, 4 with a million numbers, says Moss is such a Masvidal hater. Let me explain to you why I am having a problem seeing Masvidal win this fight. If you were to ask me, who would you want to win this fight? Of course I'd say Jorge. It's better for the show. It's exciting for the fans. I think he is the more exciting champ. Could you imagine this BMF guy who's got this, who's been crushing these up and comers and marching up to the belt the way he has, short notice coming in. Why would I would be on drugs if I was rooting for Usman. I'd be on drugs. Yeah. What I'm saying here is Usman's going to win. You look at what Masvidal did to Ben Askren. Ben Askren, Usman. Usman is a guy that is arguably one of the best 170s out there. He has a chance to solidify himself, not with this fight, but if he continues to defend this belt and dominate, he could be one of the best 170s of all time. You're telling me that a guy that used to fight at 155, that guy that's been up and down his whole career, is on a little bit of a winning streak, all of a sudden he's going to take out arguably one of the best 170s of all time? I think that's Kool-Aid that you're drinking. Maybe you're shooting it up your nose, for God's sakes. I want Masvidal to win, but let's be serious here. How can you doubt Kamaru Usman? How? Yeah. He's too black. It's not going to happen. I mean, come on. Look at the picture. We jumped in a time machine, and this is what we see. Look at this. That actually is going to happen. Well, maybe not that, but close enough. I mean, man, of course I want Street Jesus to win. Look at what Wonderboy did to Jorge Masvidal. He just completely nullified him. Now, Wonderboy on the feet is a magician with striking. Sometimes he just makes you bored, and he's just so good because the other opponent just doesn't know what to do. And that happened to Jorge Masvidal. But he knocks out Ben Askren. He knocks out Darren Till. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Sorry. 3-piece and soda shit.
You know what it is?
That fucking 3-piece. I met Masvidal. He was one of the first UFC fighters I've ever met. He did an interview on this channel. Very nice guy. Of course I want him to win. But Why are we smoking on this cock so hard? Why are we
But you know
sucking
what
on
it
that
is?
thing?
It's not even that. And we've seen this before. If you don't agree, if you don't think the same way someone else does in the MMA community, all of a sudden you're wrong. Like, you don't know anything, you're this, you're that, you're wrong. But at the end of the day, everybody has their own opinions.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna.
And it's great. The MMA community is they're very opinionated. And
Boom,
the fact,
roasted.
Boom,
Oh.
roasted.
You suck.
hold on
Boom,
a second.
Roasted.
It's a Ben Askren donation. Look at that. The almighty
For
Sanusi.
this new main event, Masvidal Pro is his striking is better than Burns, but the ground game is more meager. Heart says Masvidal, brain says Usman. If Masvidal, his options for opponents are more than Marty. Who do you choose as his first defense?
If Masvidal, I like how he spells Masvidal.
But the ground game is more meager. Heart says Masvidal's, brain says Usman. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what Moss was saying. Heart says Masvidal, brain says Usman.
Yeah, but his question over there, okay. And hold on a second.
If
let me pause this.
Masvidal, his options for opponents are more than Marty, who do you choose as his first defense? Wouldn't
Who would
it be
Masvidal defend against? I mean, there's
Covington, right? I mean, that would make the most sense.
it's not even a question. But
Yeah.
Covington's coming off a loss.
Here's how I look at it. Masvidal,
You know what it would
wins
be?
the title.
Actually, okay, go ahead. I'll say my opinion after you say yours.
Say Masvidal wins the title against Usman. We just saw Masvidal beat a high-class wrestler, the top of the top. Masvidal has what it takes. Everybody's, oh, Masvidal. Of course, you're gonna want to see him fight another wrestler just to see if it was a fluke or if it's legit. Colby Covington's that next best guy. Another reason Colby Covington is a good person for that position is, well, one, he's number 2 in the rankings, and 2, Covington and Masvidal already have beef. They already have some story behind them that make the fight interesting.
I hate to burst
and they
your bubble.
hate each other.
Yes, as much as I would like to see that fight and has a great storyline, you know who else has a storyline with the Masvidal?
Edwards.
Leon Edwards.
Yeah.
That's correct. Leon Edwards, the 3-piece and soda, you could market that as well. You can't market it as
But
good as Colby,
you know
but
what?
here's why I say Edwards.
Yeah, that was like a one-time thing. It happened. It went away. Everybody forgot about it, you know?
The 3-piece and soda is what made Masvidal who he is right now. The reason why people are all up his dick shaft is because of the 3-piece and soda. Like, that was like, forget about it. When he did that, he started selling shirts, and it was a complete shit show. So if that is what bursted him up here, Leon Edwards is not coming off a loss. Leon Edwards is right there at number 4. You have Gilbert Burns. I mean, listen, you could throw Gilbert Burns in there, but the story is Leon.
All right.
The story is Colby Covington, but he's coming off a loss.
Right. Now, let's take away the 2 fights that make sense to us as MMA fans, and let's think logically for a moment. Gilbert Burns was supposed to have this opportunity for the title defense, or I mean, not title defense, to win the title. So I think the UFC is going to look at this and be like, okay, if Masvidal wins the belt, it's only fitting that Gilbert Burns gets the opportunity to fight for the belt just as he would have with Usman.
You know, I hate to say it. We've seen this happen before where guys and gals get chances at a belt, they get sick, something happens, and the next thing you know, they get passed up. Gilbert Burns is on some run, but I'm telling you right now, Colby Covington and Leon Edwards are the ones that are going to get the shot.
Here's why Leon Edwards won't
If
work.
Masvidal wins, I'm saying.
The only reason Leon Edwards won't work is unless they do it on Fight Island, which Fight Island is only scheduled for, 4 cards, I think? It would have to be on Fight Island because Leon Edwards is in the UK and he can't travel to the US right now. So Leon Edwards would not logically make any sense unless coronavirus, unless like all this stuff was lifted and then he could travel. But the only thing that would make sense is if it was on Fight Island, and I think they're already setting all the cards for Fight Island, so that opportunity is right out the window. So that leaves Covington or Gilbert Burns.
So you're saying that because it's not going to be on Fight Island, you're saying keep it with the guys in the States?
Well, they're going to have to because Leon Edwards wouldn't be able to travel.
Yeah. If that is the case, then yes, then you would have to pluck from the States. But I do believe this. I believe, and this is hypothetically speaking, because I really don't believe Masvidal is going to win this fight. I hope he does because there's many options. It's fun. And honestly, there's another guy that we haven't spoken about, but we speak about a lot. Conor McGregor.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Jesse, this is the clear path to Conor getting the 170 strap.
I don't even want to talk about it. This is so stupid.
The clear path.
You make me want to kill myself sometimes.
Listen, I hate to break it to you, But that's another option over there. I believe, though, that Leon Edwards should be the guy. If it's a true 170 fight, it should be Leon Edwards. And there's a lot of reasons here. UK, they like building the UK audience. And if Leon can get the strap, then you can try to market the UK guy. You know? I don't know if Till's going to get a strap anytime soon. You know, who knows what he's going to do at middleweight. But Leon Edwards is pretty damn good. He lost to Usman, but now he has a chance to win a strap against a Jorge Masvidal. You could market it on the UK side of things, and I think that would be wonderful. But Conor McGregor deserves it. Here we go.
Shopping during a pandemic.
DIAZ. Tickle him.
Masvidal's interview with HELWANI convinced me. Jorge will run it back with Wonder Boy or Nate.
Okay, there you go.
Jorge will run it back with Wonder Boy or Nate?
You know what? Wonder Boy, tell you what, coming off a big win, Wonder Boy beat Masvidal before, and you got to think that Wonder Boy is rooting for Masvidal to win that fight because it's a clear path for another chance at the belt. So good call, D-Rest.
I mean, the Nate thing's not going to happen. Wonder Boy maybe, but not the Nate thing.
Now, Jorge does want to make money.
Yes.
He's going to he's the BMF champ, 170 champ. If you want money, there's only one option. Let's be honest.
If Jorge somehow wins, Conor gets the next shot 100%. I'm calling it now. All you Conor knob gobblers will hail Conor if he beats Jorge, forgetting how you all shit on Jorge by calling all his wins nothing but flukes. You got me drunk.
There you go. Kind of. Thank you. He's right, though. He is right. Listen, Jorge wants to make money. So what are they going to throw to him? Conor McGregor.
I want to point out, Logan De Lorenzo pointed out, he said Nate is his first choice, Jesse. Watch the interview. And I'm sure he did. Here, I'll tell you in a second.
I'm loving this green screen, by the way.
Y'all look like a 1990s cable access psychic reading program. If Usman wins, is he both welter and baddest mofo champ?
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, that's what I was asking you.
If Usman wins, no.
Is the BMF title transferred?
No, it's not. This is not a BMF fight. That was like a one-off. They'll dig it up for a novelty fight down the road maybe, but no.
I just want to...
can I answer his question real quick?
Yeah.
I would say this, Pulse. I would say no. Masvidal doesn't solidify him, unfortunately, because Usman should be the guy. He should be the king of 170. The guy's amazingly good. Yeet.
Foreign athletes are allowed into the States to compete. Fight Island is a meme.
There you go. He's saying it's a meme. So...
Logan in the chat said that Masvidal was going to call out Nate. Whoa.
There goes my transition, Jesse. Woohoo! See you later.
Whoa.
Peace transition. Let me change that.
He said that Masvidal would call out Nate, and I'm sure he would. Like, I'm sure Masvidal already has said something about wanting Nate and everything, but you have to think, what's Nate doing right now? And at this point, the UFC hasn't even mentioned bringing him back. Anytime the media has asked Dana White about Nate Diaz returning to the UFC, it's always been kind of blown off, or we haven't talked to Nate, or this or that. Like, there's always been some kind of excuse, some kind of reason why we're not hearing about Nate Diaz, and it's because Nate Diaz isn't coming back. As much as Masvidal can call him out over and over and over again, but I'm not seeing Nate Diaz.
Why is he calling out Nate Diaz? What? I mean,
no, Masvidal's talking about calling out Nate Diaz if he won the championship.
Okay, well, can we dismiss that? That's not happening.
No, it goes back to the original donation that said, who would Masvidal fight if he won the championship?
It's not going to be Nate.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you don't even have to have a long explanation. That rematch is kaput. It's gone. See you later. Nick, if Nick got out of retirement, then you have a chance. You could talk to me about that. Nate, it's not happening. Masvidal beat the shit out of Nate. I hate to break it. You know, maybe he would have came back and done something with the cut. I don't know. But Masvidal beat the shit out of Nate Diaz, and I wanted Nate to win that fight. So that's that. So the question is this: why is everyone so interested in Jorge Masvidal and not giving a fuck about a guy that could solidify himself as one of the greatest 170s?
Because
in the near future.
Masvidal, like, be honest with me. 2 years ago, did you think Masvidal would be fighting for the championship belt against Kamaru Usman?
Listen, what is happening here is the Conor effect. That's what's happening here.
Did you or did you not? Like, when you knew who Masvidal was 2 years ago, did you go, oh, that's going to be a champion?
When I met him, no. And I thought he was going to lose to a man named Damian Maia. And Damian Maia, what did he do? What did he do to Jorge Masvidal? He just shut him down and basically did a little
during a pandemic.
Little pandemic donation. Little this.
Moss, you can't throw stones in a glass house, bro. You are the second biggest Team Conor fan on Flat Earth, bro. People like Jorge from his past and how he tries to demolish his opponents.
Listen, I hate to break it to you, 2 joints. And thank you for the donation. Jorge Masvidal has a fan base that was, into his Kimbo Slice days, backyard fighting, this and that. Wasn't many. Yeah. And they weren't willing to pay the big bucks. Hate to break it. Jorge Masvidal is a recent thing. Everything that happened to Jorge Masvidal, I've seen it with my own eyes. When I met Jorge, no one gave a fuck that he was in the building. Premier FC, he was standing there. Mike Brown was there. No one gave a fuck that he was there. Who did? Me. I ran up to him like a fucking teenage girl running towards in sync. I was like, oh, Jorge. My buddy Diaper John was there too. And I was like, please, can I get an interview? Let's go, buddy. And no one else cared. Jorge Masvidal basically was a nobody. He had a chance with Damian Maia. He had a chance to make a run, and it fell apart. And that was his career. That's the story of Jorge Masvidal's career. He knocks out a couple of guys here, and then all of a sudden, he's street Jesus. Good marketing, I guess. I don't know. But let's be honest. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be it. This is what's going to happen. This is it, Jesse. Mm-hmm. It's crazy, though. I mean, it is wild to see what a couple of years can do to a veteran. Look at Robbie Lawler. He's a guy I keep on thinking about. The guy fell off the face of the earth, comes back, wins a championship. It could happen. It could happen. But what about Usman? Why are we dismissing Mr. Cringe? I mean, he's the real cringe right now, licking the lips, shirt off every 5 fucking seconds, showing off his chiseled body. I mean, why are we not talking about this guy? I know, he's fucking annoying. That's why. Well,
we were talking. Usman was that type of fighter where everybody was talking about him in the beginning when he started to get that first like crazy high rise. And then he started getting extremely cringy, but in the worst way possible, and nobody gave a fuck about him anymore. You could tell that he was just doing what he was doing for attention. So he became less enticing to the fans. And I was one of them. I loved Usman in the beginning, and then the more like, he got, the more I wasn't in awe of him. I just didn't care anymore. Mm-hmm. I still don't care that much.
I see Brent in the chat say, Amash, you're so wrong. Usman does not have half a chance against Masvidal. Okay, listen. I don't know how many times I gotta say this. Does Masvidal have a chance? Everyone has a chance, right? When you fight with 4-ounce gloves and you have pop in your hands, and Masvidal's he's got the edge in striking, of course. But to completely rule him out, it would be tough. But listen, I'm going like 95% here. I'm giving Masvidal a 5% chance in this fight. I don't see how a guy like Jorge Masvidal, who's been up and down his whole career, can beat a guy like Usman. I can't see it. Roberto!
CBD. It helps with healing process and inflammation and stuff like that. So you wanted to get these for before or after the fight.
He's up there, Jesse.
Make your life a better
Look at him.
Studio looks great. Jorge Masvidal flying in a private jet. Bo Nickel was in his gym. 2 more money, better camps. I'm sorry, but Burns and Colby don't move the needle. Lol, they got 3 fans.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. And thank you, Roberto. The Colby Covington thing is shocking to me. This guy does everything right to market himself to be a guy that people are going to want to watch, win or lose. Yeah, and yet he still doesn't move the needle. It's weird.
But that's the difference between him and Usman, and I think that's what a lot of people are kind of like hanging on to is Masvidal is so marketable and he makes himself so likable, in such a weird way.
Okay, here we go.
We have seen this story before. Street Jesus will be crucified just like his brother.
Yikes.
Thank you, Pastor Chrome. Listen, I'm gonna lay it out there to the people, okay? For some fucking reason, this guy is fuckable. Like, women want to fuck this guy for some reason. I don't know what it is. And apparently dudes want to fuck him too, because I haven't seen this much Gaylord action in a long time here. I'm telling you, man. There has been...
Why does everything have to be about sex?
You even said the guy's good looking.
Yeah, in the beginning, but he started getting fat.
Well, he's a little homeless and shit. He's getting a homeless look.
He looks like, I don't know, he looks unkempt, and I don't like that.
This guy here, I've never seen so many female and males want to fuck this guy, like fuck a fighter so much in my life. Like, it's crazy, man. They're like wooed in.
See that?
Wait, charm.
Go back. that's when I thought he was attractive. When
Yes,
he
when he was all Scarface.
when he took care of his beard and his hair. Like now he looks like a freaking homeless man.
I think some dudes again. I think they're like, what is it? I mean, it's not like you're gay. It's like what's it called? A
No,
bromance,
they just like
not
him as a
bromance.
fighter. You have to remember, Masvidal made himself extremely marketable.
It's fucking weird, man. It's fucking weird. Yeah, good for him. This guy has been looking to get paid for a long time. When I saw him, we bought him lunch. Diaper John dipped into his pocket and bought him lunch. Jorge never paid him back. Never. He said, I got you, man. I'll pay you back. Never paid him back, Jorge. I don't know. This guy has been looking to get paid for a long time.
When he was a Guido, just as a time.
He did have a Guido look back in the day, right?
I loved the Guido look.
Yeah.
Birdman caught me.
This guy was all clean cut.
I know. Now he looks like that guy from 2012 who lived on Yellowstone. I'm sorry. Yeah, 2012. The guy who lived on Yellowstone who had a radio show and he died in the volcanic eruption. Anyone seen that movie? That's what he looks like.
It's fucking weird, man. I never seen such a hard on for a fighter, man. It's kind of crazy. I mean, listen, it's just kind of like, I mean, the only thing I could think of, if I'm just trying to think logically here, the only thing I could think of is people are saying because he's coming in on short notice, he has a better shot. Usman was training for someone else. You got a week to prepare for a guy who's unpredictable. You know, maybe that's what people are saying. Let's just try to think like an MMA fan and not like someone that wants to fuck the shit out of this man. I don't know. It's weird, man. It's a weird phenomenon. That's why I love the sport so much, though. It's crazy. You know what it is, too?
But,
go ahead, Jess.
Myself in the chat says he thinks that they're both going to miss weight, which is interesting. Do you think,
That would be a mess.
imagine they both miss weight?
Usman won't. Usman's a professional. This guy is a former wrestler.
Well,
this guy knows how to make
heavy
weight.
dude, Usman.
When has he missed? Has he missed? I don't think he's ever missed.
Well, he runs heavy. Like he walks around heavy. So imagine like the stress and stuff like that. For some ungodly reason, he just misses weight this time.
And Jorge used to fight at 155. You know, it's not like this guy is like a massive 170. So I don't think he's far off from the weight. And if he keeps himself in shape, it'd probably be an easy one for him. So listen, regardless of the fact that I think people are on crack for picking Jorge, I am looking forward to this fight. Just because so many people are amped up, and the UFC have to have such a hard on for this thing. They got to be so pumped up for this thing to happen. The best thing that ever happened was Gilbert Burns getting COVID. It's great.
That's horrible. Why
It's
would
the
you
greatest
say
thing
that?
ever.
That's a horrible thing to say, Mom.
No, it's not. We get the better fight.
No,
it's more fun.
That's pretty horrible.
We get the shit show. I just hope he doesn't get ragdolled like Usman says he's going to do to him, because whoa, what the hell is that? Holy shit! Ah! Oh my god! What is that?
Oh shit!
What the fuck is that?
I can't read the news to you yet.
Why?
My computer just died.
All right, so plug it in. Jesus Christ. It's fucking Steve Urkel on steroids over here. Did I do that? Yeah, maybe that is Marty. That might be Marty from Nebraska and not Usman. That's like the Clark Kent to the Superman. Holy shit, man. Yeah, I what a picture. Fucking Usman. Did I do that? Man, oh man. But let me know in the chat, as we're waiting for Jessie to plug her computer in. Let me know in the chat what you think. Like, who's got this? Marty or Street Jesus? Let me know. Seal's trying to kill me. Marty Fake Usman. Jorge Masvidal can't count him out. Did I do that? I did it. Was pretty well. Oh my god, this light's so fucking bright. It was pretty good. The plane ride was insane with the stars on the ceiling, etc. I can't with that pick. Is that Marty? Yeah, it's Marty. You should put some money on the fight if you're so confident, man. He's got to be a big favorite, right? Oh, what is the odds? Like, why you got? I don't put money on a guy that's a heavy favorite, and I got to think he's a big favorite. But let's look. Let's go to the tap and see what they got him. Actually, kind of interested now. We don't do Bet DSI anymore. YouTube doesn't like us with gambling stuff because they're a bunch of cunts. So we don't do Bet DSI. All right, here we go. The main event of the evening. He's a minus 280. Listen, how about this? Everyone's saying me put my money where my mouth is. He's a minus 280. You're going to make shit unless you
During a pandemic.
bet a boatload of money. You got a plus 220 right there.
Jorge's last 2 opponents are pretty much retired and people think he will beat Marty.
Dude, it's past the chrome. It's crazy. It is crazy. And I have to say this. If you guys in the chat are so fucking confident, this man is a plus 220. You can win some serious cash on betting on Jorge. The 60% that think this man is going to win, that you guys got some massive secret going on here. Go for it. I'm not stopping you. I hope you win. I mean, the confidence on the underdog is insane. It really is crazy. You got him at a plus 300. All right, I hope you win, man. This guy's 35-13-0. Scroll down. I've gone through his record so many times. All right, so you got Nate Diaz. Okay, listen, Nate's all right. You know, Nate's good. Nate can throw, Nate can bang. Beat the shit out of him. Ben Askren, a guy that, I mean, was he really meant to be a UFC fighter? Because that was completely ridiculous. Darren Till, guy was killing himself to make 170. Guy looked like Skeletor. I was a little shocked that he got the win on there. I was very impressed. But Stephen Thompson, I was in the building for this. UFC 217, I think this was. And I tell you what, Stephen Thompson just completely nullified him. Dominated him. It wasn't a great fight. It was kind of boring. Damian Maia dominated him. Before that, you have the Cowboy Cerrone fight. Okay. You got Jake Ellenberger, Ross Pearson. I mean, listen, what are we doing here with these wins? Where's like the guy, where's the dominant guy? Donald Cerrone is a former Hall of Famer. But, I mean, was he ever a champ? Is he ever going to get gold? No. I mean, in fact, there's no one here that are real champions. There's no evidence. You lost to Lorenz Larkin, Bellator. Benson Henderson.
Shopping during a pandemic.
Benson Henderson.
Chris Bro, this is just like when Dana brought Francis Ngannou into the IFCO. One wanted to believe he would be the next champ because of Uncle Dennis praises. I still think he's not a champion, bro.
Oof.
BTW Jorge was in Kimbo's backyard vids from the day.
He was. Didn't I just say that?
Hoofa.
I said that. But listen, is he comparing him to Ngannou? Are you comparing Jorge Masvidal to Francis Ngannou?
They're
the hell are you smoking?
Virtually identical, Moss.
I love you too, Jones. You're the best. He's very loyal. He's always here, and I got to give him respect for that.
Respect, Ronaldo.
Love the guy.
All right, you want to get into the first topic?
Yeah, so basically, while you were gone, I was just basically telling, I don't have evidence. Like, I guess you guys have crystal balls. You know? Kamaru Usman.
Every MMA fan has a crystal ball, Moss.
He's 16-1. I have been saying that this guy is going to be a beast for a long time, and no one wants to jump on there. Everyone's just like, no. Then he wins the belt. The Tyron Woodley fight? You know the hell that we were getting for that? Remember that, Jess? Getting hell for that.
Only time Usman had fans was when he went against Colby. These two talked so much trash to each other, I can't wait.
Yeah, it was funny, Roberto. I was actually
That's what I'm saying.
rooting for Colby in that fight.
Why didn't they give Usman Colby? Like
money? Well,
because if you think about it, like I would have been way more enticed to see Colby Covington versus Usman than Masvidal versus Usman.
Wait, hold on a second. With the people though, with 60% of the audience saying that Masvidal is going to win this fight, okay, doesn't that make you a little bit more excited?
Yeah, it does. But like I said, I think the trash talk from Colby Covington made it more exciting with like the whole Usman thing and the Masvidal thing. And I think it would have been awesome to see Covington fight Usman and way more marketable in my opinion. But
I gotta cut you off here. I think the Masvidal right now, the way this is all going down, it's actually the perfect formula. At the time, I was saying put Colby in there, but now that Masvidal has the shot, 60% of the audience is saying Masvidal is going to win this fight. It just is interesting to me now.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm completely off. Maybe I'm just smoking some crazy stuff.
No, you're probably amongst the majority. I'm sure a lot of people.
What is going on here with
I have
you?
hiccups.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sure you're amongst the majority. I think a lot of people want to see Masvidal Usman versus instead of Covington Usman. but I'm different.
But with this scenario now, how everything's playing out, it doesn't sway you. It doesn't get you a little more sauced up for this fight.
100% it does. 100%. Like, of course I'm excited for this fight. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, in my personal opinion, Covington Usman would have been an awesome fight to see.
The hiccups are ridiculous.
What do you want me to do?
Did that work?
A little bit, but it didn't.
The hiccup's gone?
No.
Ah, fuck. Scare in the chat, please, immediately. Oh,
You
wait, hold on.
almost got
Jesse?
me, though.
Jesse?
Shopping during a pandemic.
Scare her again. God damn, I can't.
I got it now.
Yes.
They are picking Jorge because these closet white supremacists are mad that a black man beat their boy Colby and broke his jaw. They are calling on a higher power in Street Jesus to get it done. By the way, the real Jesus is not white either.
Thank you, Pastor Crumb. Appreciate it. He's on fire tonight. I think you're right about that. I think you're right. I haven't seen hiccups this bad in my life either, Jesse. This is
Yes,
like
you
machine
have.
gun
I get hiccups all the
hiccups.
time.
Never seen. Usually a hiccup happens, a couple minutes go by. Yours is like machine gun.
I know. It's like I don't get them often, but then when I get them,
Shopping
it lasts
during
forever.
a pandemic.
Roberto.
More than 1 million people thank Dana White on Instagram for adding Jorge. In hours, that's crazy. The man has fans everywhere.
Yep.
Let's see if they are loyal if he gets mauled by Usman.
They're gonna jump right off that ship, dude. They're gonna jump right off that
If
ship.
he gets crucified by Usman, you're going to see a ship on fire and just fans leaping off this thing. That's what you're going to see.
Yeah.
This is actually one of the weirdest phenomenons I've ever seen because this guy has been around forever. And I said it before. I'm going to say it again. I was at an event. Not one person gave a fuck that Jorge Masvidal was there.
Well,
Not one person. I was the only one that was excited to see Jorge Masvidal. And this is right before Damian Maia. This is right before. He was literally like a win away from a title shot at this time. Like, he was right there. And no one cared that Jorge was there. Now the dude can't walk down the street without girls throwing their panties at him. It's bonkers. And this guy's been in the UFC forever. He's been fighting for, 16 years. And now all of a sudden people give a fuck. And to the people saying, oh, I always liked Jorge. Where the fuck were you? You were nowhere to be found. Stop it. When he was going to fight Cowboy Cerrone, when Jorge Masvidal was going to fight Cowboy Cerrone, everyone was picking Cowboy. Everyone and their mother said Cowboy was going to fucking maul him. Hold on, where is it? Hold on a second. Excuse me. I'm on the wrong thing. Everyone was saying Cowboy was going to beat him. Everyone was on the Cowboy train. Now, all of a sudden, magically, there's 1 million Jorge Masvidal fans. You gotta love the MMA community. You have to. You have to love it. It's just, they don't give a fuck. Flavor of the week. The flavor is Street Jesus. That's the flavor, boys and girls. Eat it up before it's gone. Let's get to the story, Jesse. And thank you for the donations. Thank you for the likes. Give me some Marty news.
Okay. According to the Bleacher Report, Kamaru Usman says he'll ragdoll Jorge Masvidal at UFC 251 and win the BMF title.
Ooh.
Jorge Masvidal's BMF championship is on the line when he faces Kamaru Usman at Saturday's UFC 251 pay-per-view. Moss.
It's on the line?
Yeah.
Is he going to bring it in?
Just don't expect Usman to treat it like a prized possession if he wins it.
Hold on a second. You're telling me he is putting the belt up on the line.
It says-
Shopping during
Who said
a
this?
pandemic.
Why aren't they marketing that?
Chrome, let's bet $100. Loser donates to the show. I got Jorge.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Roberto going for the under. Betting Chrome. Do you think they're going to go for it? That'd be interesting. Man, oh, man. I tell you what, Jorge's better for the show. I hope Jorge wins.
Now the BMF championship is on the line, Moss.
Well, who said this? Where did Jorge Masvidal say this? This is fucking Bleacher Report talking about this. We didn't see.
Wait, I got quotes here. Just don't expect Usman to treat it like a prized possession if he wins it. Usman told TMZ Sports, after I go out there and beat his ass and ragdoll him, that shit is coming home with me so I can throw it in my closet.
Okay, so he's just saying he's getting it. Jorge's
Shopping
he's not
during a pandemic.
going to give that fake belt up.
Did the Jorge not slay the mighty Till? Did he not claim victory against Haskrin? O ye of little faith, the Jorge grants sight to the MMA blind. He shall separate the casuals from the true fans and will welcome you into his kingdom.
Hijuela.
Recuerdo 24-7.
So, in
Thank you,
fairness, Jorge beat Till, but not the mighty Till, because Till was pushed up too fast. Even Dana White said that. And Ben Askren is a predominant wrestler who went for a takedown, and Masvidal knew that was going to be the first move he made, so he went for the flying knee to the face. It's not like he put up a hell of a fight of the night, $50,000 bonus, woohoo, beat both of them. It wasn't like that at all.
No, listen, let's not discredit the Till fight. I was very shocked when he knocked out Darren Till. I was shocked. I thought he was too small. I did. I thought Darren Till, I was picking against Darren Till over and over again. I remember that was the first time I picked Darren Till. I was like, I can't believe I'm going to do this. I'm picking Cyclops.
Yes.
And what happens? Jorge Masvidal knocks him out in his backyard.
Yes.
I was shocked. Absolutely shocked. Listen, if Jorge Masvidal beats Kamaru Usman, knocks him out, I don't think I'll be able to pull my mouth off the floor. It's going to be insane. It's going to be nuts, and the UFC is going to have a rock-hard cock, veiny, pulsating cock. They're going to be so thrilled if that happens. Sorry, maybe I went too far with the cock reference, but anyway.
You always make cock references.
I love it. I love cock.
Gaylord.
Usman was dismissive of the symbolic championship, which was awarded to Masvidal when he knocked out Nate Diaz at UFC 244. Usman is slated to defend his welterweight championship, but it is not known whether the BMF title would be involved. Masvidal was a last-minute replacement for Gilbert Burns, who tested positive for COVID-19 and was forced out of the scheduled fight for the title. Despite their ongoing differences, Masvidal was Usman's long-rumored first choice of opponent until he had difficulties in contract negotiations with the UFC. Usman says he sees no difference between Masvidal and Burns. He said, quote, "At the end of the day, when you're in training camp, the way that I train, you see no face. When I cross into that octagon, I have to turn on the Nigerian Nightmare and leave Kamaru Usman on the outside. And so I see no face by the time I'm in there anyway. Now it's a little extra push to get in there and really do some damage."
I get it, guys. You hate Usman, and I get it. You listen to this story, and I hate him too. I don't like him. The guy's annoying as all hell. But you can't discredit what he does in the cage. The guy's the worst. When he opens his mouth, I want to throw my head through the sheetrock.
How could you not love that face?
It's crazy, man. Listen, are we rooting for Masvidal because he's just fucking annoying Usman? Is that what's happening here? Or do you really believe he's going to beat him? That's what I need to know.
I'm rooting for Masvidal just because I like Masvidal more.
You like what's that?
Because I like Masvidal more. But do I think he's going to win? Probably not. It's probably going to be Usman.
Man, oh man, you listen to this guy talking.
But I would love to see Masvidal win. I think that'd be awesome. Oh
my God, I could just picture it right now as the reporter's talking to him. He's just licking the shit out of his lips. He's licking his lips off his face. Just licking the shit out of his lips. Stop licking your lips.
He thinks it's cute, Moss.
Oh God, I get it. But listen, I can't discredit what he does in the cage. The dude's freaking an animal. He really is.
You're an animal.
Thank you.
In bed.
Oh yeah, Jesse. Oh yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
By the way, listen. I got some great news for you guys. We're not doing Save the Show tonight, okay? We got almost 400 people watching. Thank you for watching. Just smash the like. If you want to donate, knock yourself out. Support the show. Hit the donation. Link in the description or the super chat. Become a patron. Thank you to the members, all that stuff. We're just going to go through the news. We started late tonight. We're testing out the green screen. Let's just have some fun tonight. So whenever the story's over, we're done. Okay.
Wow, you sound so miserable.
I'm fucking exhausted. I'm not gonna lie, Jesse. Today was a rough one.
And in fairness to Moss, I'm just gonna mention real quick. We got up like hella early today, had coffee, and literally right in the middle of coffee, the moment we woke up, the guys called and were like, "Hey, we're 45 minutes away," and then they came in. And all day, it's been constant moving boxes and furniture and unpacking and cleaning out the garage and.
Jesse,
it's been a mess.
More importantly, look at my battery.
Oh, that's cool.
It's green screened.
Whoa.
My battery is green screened.
That's awesome.
My battery is green screened.
Marty looks like he got an A+ on his math test in that picture.
That's awesome.
My battery is green screen. Thank you, Alex. Looks like he got an A+ on his math test.
When you did that, you made us turn all red.
Yeah, he does. He's like, "Yay, I passed. I passed with flying colors." Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it. You're wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful, wonderful. And hey, the fist pumps are going to be transparent.
Red.
Look at that, Jesse. That's fucking cool. I have the only transparent tattoo in the world. Jesse,
yeah, but now
celebration.
But now we're red. Look it. You made us turn red.
Now who cares?
Is there a doctor in the house? I keep waking up in the night with a pulsating heart and am not going to the hospital, so some East Indian Dougie Hauser who's hornier than Andy Dick on ecstasy can probe my meat roll.
You know what I was thinking, Moss?
I'm just going to pretend that donation didn't happen. Green screen tattoo, guys. Let's go.
That's cool. Look at it. That's awesome.
Let's go, everybody. Pump the legs.
100 likes. Watching fights. Fist so tight. MMA-Holes. Pump the lights.
Bum, bum.
100 likes.
Watching fights.
Look at his arm.
Fist so tight.
MMA-Holes.
Pump the lights.
Pump, pump.
100 likes.
Come on, baby.
Watching fights.
Like away.
Fist so tight. MMA-Holes. Pump the lights.
Pump, pump.
100 likes. Watching fights. Fist so tight.
MMA-Holes.
Pump the lights.
Bum, bum.
Yeah, baby. Let's go, baby.
The dislikes can choke
Wait.
on a carrot.
Wait, keep it up. I just want to test something. Ready? Wait, let it green screen. Is
Yeah,
it
you
green?
need something behind it.
Is it green screening? Oh,
Yeah,
here
see?
we go. Here we go. Ready?
No,
Aw. It doesn't work.
it's got to be behind. So,
I am
so
behind
look,
it.
look. Move your head. Move your head. Hold on. Oh shit.
It doesn't work.
See?
There I am. Look at.
That's not your. That's not how green screen.
Wait. Yes, it
No, that's
is.
not how it works. I'm not. It's not invisible. It doesn't make me transparent. Jess, that's.
I just want to see
it's
if
an
it
optical
works.
illusion. No, you can't see through my
Put it
hand.
up. Put
That's
it
an
up.
optical illusion.
I want to get a green tattoo now. Can you put it up?
That's gonna be cool though. I should get a bunch of green tattoos. That'd
I
be
know.
pretty
Now,
badass.
now I want to finish my half sleeve with a green tattoo.
I should get one on my head. A Marty Usman green tattoo. I don't
So
know.
no calls, bro. I've been waiting.
No
Pensive
calls.
Face.
But we'll get the calls going again. We're just gonna fly through the news. Thank you, Drunk. Appreciate it, man. We'll get the calls going again for sure. We're not in the real studio. Oh fuck, what happened?
Put it up, Moss.
All right, hold on. We're not in the real studio. We're still in the dining room, but we have a green screen courtesy of V-neck behind us. But yeah. Thank you, Drunk. We'll get it going. We'll get it popping.
I was
Maybe
really
we'll throw
hoping
another.
I would see my hand back there.
Okay, can we talk about this real quick? Jorge Masvidal.
Boom, roasted. Boom, roasted. You suck. Boom, roasted.
Vladimir.
Masvidal wins by early knockout.
Yikes.
No, in all seriousness, I think he has a chance via the late replacement effect. Usman having to adjust to completely different fighter similar to what Tony had to do with Justin Gauthier.
Got the eye.
Listen, that is the key, right? And maybe that's why Jorge took this fight. Maybe that's and money, of course. But maybe Jorge's like, hey, fuck it. I'm not going to beat this guy in a full camp. If this guy's training for me, full camp of action, I have less of a chance to win. But if I come flying in, stuff a couple of takedowns, crack him in his face, hit him with my knee, hit him on the chin with the knee, then maybe that's why Jorge took the fight.
Yeah.
Makes complete sense. Money, and you have a better chance on a short camp.
Easy win.
So that's very possible. I have to say this, though. The Jorge factor is in full effect because we have a lot of people watching right now. And the reason being is because this fight is this weekend. UFC 251 is going to be banging. Absolutely banging. And Jorge is bringing the numbers. He is a legit star. We've seen this guy become an absolute street thug nobody to a UFC fighter that no one cared about. 4 people maybe. And now all of a sudden rattles off a couple of crazy wins, spectacular wins. And now everyone is on board. Everyone bought into the BMF. Everyone bought into Jorge Masvidal. It's an interesting thing. And I have to say, it's refreshing. As much as I can't wrap my head around it, it's not the Conor effect anymore. That ship has sailed. It's not the Ronda effect. Now we have a legit UFC fighter who everyone thought he was just going to be a gatekeeper, and now he's a complete star. Now other fighters can reinvent themselves and become stars as well. Jorge Masvidal is doing something here that is special for other fighters, making other fighters money, getting more fans for the UFC. He's doing a lot. So congratulations to Jorge, and if he wins this fight, I mean, God knows what is next for Jorge. So good stuff.
Yeah, I didn't even think about the fact that Usman was preparing for someone like Gilbert Burns and not for someone like Jorge Masvidal. That didn't even cross my mind. And when we were talking about who has the upper hand in this fight, I never considered that Usman was not preparing for Masvidal this whole time. So that changes everything.
Yeah,
I kept thinking, oh, Masvidal was staying ready. You know, he was ready to jump in and do this and that. But Usman wasn't preparing for Masvidal. He was preparing for Burns, who likes to stay on the feet and is great at grappling, but likes to stay on the feet and strike.
Jesse,
So-
we talked about this in the beginning of the show, though. You do realize that?
No, we did. We talked about like whether or not Masvidal who would have the advantage, but I didn't even think about the fact that Usman wasn't preparing for Masvidal. That never crossed my mind.
Yeah, it's the X factor. It's the key to Masvidal winning this fight. Do I think it's enough? No, I am not buying in, and I'm gonna refresh.
So you still think Usman?
Yeah. Listen, it's gonna take a lot of convincing for you guys to tell me that Masvidal is gonna win this fight. Other than I want Masvidal to win. Like if you're just rooting for Masvidal because you believe you just enjoy Masvidal more, listen, as a fan, go for it. But to tell me that Masvidal is definitely going to beat Kamaru Usman, listen, you must have a crystal ball, a DeLorean, I don't know what, because I don't see it. 830 votes and 60% of the audience think Jorge's going to do it. Anyway, there's more fights on this card as we look at it.
Not anymore.
No, I was going to segue. So this is your main event. Hopefully everything goes well. They're tested and apparently ready to roll. You have Max Holloway versus Volkanovsky, Peter Yan versus Yan versus Jose Aldo. I mean, it's flying under the radar. 135 championship fight up for grabs. Very good stuff. Actually, I like this fight better than the co-main. Alexander Volkanovsky versus Max Holloway could be the third from the top, in my opinion. But listen, Max Holloway's a legend. Volkanovsky did a very good job on Holloway to snatch the belt. So Max getting a rematch, deservedly so. But Peter Yan versus Jose Aldo is more exciting to me. What's more exciting for you?
What? Why do you ask me a question and then start?
I like how you start. Every time I ask you a question, you go,
I'm thinking.
It's like when I pick on you in class. You're like, oh, shit, he picked on me. Hold on, let me think. Is that what happens? Did that ever happen to you in school? Like say you were kind of spaced a little bit and then the teacher picks on you like, oh shit. That used to happen to me all the time.
I was always like, believe it or not, I was always pretty outgoing. Like I talked to people, so.
No, that's not what I asked you. I asked you when
when the teacher called on me, like they just, it wasn't like they were picking on me. They just expected an answer.
No, so you paid attention in school?
No, I was like the idiot who said stupid shit.
No, that's not even the question I'm asking. The question I'm asking you is, like, if a teacher was like talking about something in class, right? Did you ever space out and then they ask you, so what do you think about this, or what's your answer for this? Because they call you spaced out?
No.
Oh, okay.
I never really got that.
All right. That was the question. All right. So what fight? What fight are you more excited for? Alexander Volkanovsky or versus Max Holloway, or Peter Yan versus Jose Aldo?
I'm gonna go with Volkanovsky versus Holloway.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Let me ask the chat. What are you guys more excited about? Volk, Holloway, Yan, Aldo? Which one are you more excited to see before Usman versus Jorge?
Yo Dude says Thug Rose. Glide says can't wait to watch the main event. Gary Travis says Aldo. Thug Rose says anything force. Henry says clear the air with a spin kick. JBH, watch what she say because she might change her mind. What? If I change my mind, I just change my mind. Third Eye says Peter. Thug Rose fight is also fire. Max versus Alex. Peter, I'm excited for the main event. Jorge for the win. Jorge fag as fuck. Jan and I hope Max. Can't wait for the fights page. Jan versus Aldo. Does Moss pee inside Jess? That's for us to know and you to never find out.
I'm doing it right now. That's why I switched screens. I'm peeing inside of her.
Aldo. Oh, by the way, that fucking idiot who keeps asking that question, stop fucking calling us on Instagram. I don't want to answer your calls. All right? You're not that important. Stop calling. Page, last fight in the UFC. Holloway, Page, Max, Thug Rose. JBH had to convince Monica to not date the drama teacher.
He's smoking something weird tonight, Jesse. We're just gonna pretend we didn't see that. Anyway, Alexander Volkanovsky versus Max Holloway, the co-main event. Do you think that Max can get it done? Can get the belt back? Maybe a trilogy fight? I mean, there is not much for me to see from that first fight. I mean, there's enough for me in that first fight to see that I think Volkanovsky might just have Max's number. But do you think that Max can get the belt back?
Yes, I do believe that. I think Volkanovsky is going to come in knowing that Max is going to try come in full force, but I do believe Max can get the belt back for sure.
Okay, I don't. I think Volk keeps it. I kind of want Max to get it back, but I think Volkanovsky keeps it. Now, this one over here, on the other hand, I think something differently. Who do you think gets this one?
Oh, I'm going to say Jan.
Jan for the win, and I think you're in the majority. I have to put, and he is a pretty big favorite. Damn, I kind of like Aids Aldo in this fight. The former 145 champion. I think he smashes Jan. I think he's gonna work the body. He's got a chance to win the 135-pound belt. He better. I don't know, man. I think Aldo's gonna get it done. I like Aids Aldo in this fight a lot, Jesse. He looked great against Moraes, even though he got the L.
Nice.
He did enough to get a title shot. What do you guys think of the chat?
I think Jan is going to win. Aldo, Aids Aldo, LOL. Aldo, Jan KO. I'm not 12-year-old dumbass, says Drunk Savage. Aldo got smoked by McGregor. Never the same. If Aldo brings it like before, he wins. My money's on Aldo.
Wow, there's a lot of Aldos.
Connor's son. Aldo should win. Aids Aldo all day. Aldo by KO. Jan over HIV positive Aldo. This fight is bullshit. Beating Faber and losing to Moraes to get a shot. Jan will win due to no kicks from Aldo. Aids Aldo. Jan and Aldo will retire. Aldo, I think the Jan hype might be real. Aldo.
It's possible.
Masvidal looks like he just spent 5 years stuck on Fight Island.
I tell you what, if Peter Yan just runs through Aldo, he is the real deal. No Mercy is definitely the real deal. The guy's, he's on some streak. Very tough from Russia. What he did to Uriah Faber is pretty impressive. But man, if he runs over Aldo, this guy deserves to be a champ. So Aids Aldo has his hands full, but I think Aids Aldo gets the win. Jesse. 36,783 is where we're at the subs. If you get us to 36,800, we will let the dragons fly. So subscribe to the channel. Thank you for joining us, and we're going to move on in the news. There's another fight on this card, but not anymore.
Pedro Munhoz tested positive for COVID-19, so he has been removed from UFC Fight Island with Frankie Edgar.
Shopping during a pandemic.
All right, Kai Noto coming in.
I don't see how Jorge can bring something that Marty didn't see with T-Wood or Colby. Marty beat a guy with power and he beat a guy with endurance and a never-ending attacking style. Hate to say it, but Jorge's going to need a miracle. I do hope he wins.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I am with you. Thank you, Kai Noto, for the donation.
He's going to need a miracle, Moss.
He's going to need a miracle, not according to the rest of the MMA holes. A lot of MMA holes think he's going to get it done. And to your lips, to Street Jesus' father's ears, right? Wonderful.
Shopping during a pandemic.
Here we go, Roberto.
You have to give Usman credit for accepting to fight. John Jones was scared of Chael. You have to see the Burns interview. He's saying if Jorge wins, it's going to be a circus.
I tell you what, Roberto, you're 100% right. I mean, Usman never had to take this fight. He could have said, hey, there's 2 title fights on here. I didn't train for this guy. He's putting everything on the line against a guy that everyone loves. Everyone loves that Jorge. It's a good point, Roberto. Thank you for the donation.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Shopping during a pandemic.
2 joints.
The Conor days finished. Ronda Rousey done. Jorge's laid-back style and basic over-the-top rage will be the difference between him and Tyler the Creator, bro. Chris, just be honest, you dispose Jorge like undercooked chicken, bro.
No, I don't. I met the guy. He was super nice to me. Like, a really nice guy. I think Jorge is actually a cool dude. I think what he's doing is extraordinarily impressive. And, listen, I just don't think he's going to win. Why, every time this happens all the time, thank you, 2 joints, and everyone that donated, every time I pick against a fighter, you despise that guy. No, I just don't think he's going to win.
Because they know you're a Conor nut hugger. So
what does that have to do with this?
Because it's like you're put inside the
stereotype. Weird, man.
So like once they know you're a Conor guy, then they're gonna be like, oh, this guy is so weird. He hates everyone but Conor.
Masvidal was nice enough to come on the show when no one was coming on the show. You know, he was nice enough to stop and do an interview, and you know, he talked a little smack to Damian Maia, and it was cool. It was a cool thing. Like I don't get it, man. You're not picking that guy. You hate that guy. You despise him. You hate that girl. It's not true.
Shopping during a pandemic.
Drunk Savage.
Moss, when you got a second, check out my last post on the website. I posted a tweet that you can have fun with. Also, the Edgar fight was for the Wednesday card. Ricky Simon has said he'll take the fight and is already at Fight Island.
Oh, shit. So Simone versus Frankie. So yeah, and thank you. We'll segue over here. Thank you, Drunk Savage, for the donation. Pedro Munhoz has tested positive for COVID-19, so he is out of the Frankie Edgar fight. And could you imagine Frankie Edgar cutting to 135 and then not being able to fight? But according to Drunk,
Super chat.
Simone.
Can I be ref when you both are in bed?
Yes.
Masvidal baby.
Yes, you can.
Oh, that's funny.
This could be, actually, here's a picture of me and Jesse in bed.
We have no rules. No rules. So, no, you cannot be a ref.
This could be you. You could be Herb Dean. And that, which one's you, Jesse?
I'm Masvidal.
You're Masvidal, that's me.
Yeah.
Usman just humping you. All right, and there's Juice Jims is watching. All right, so I guess this article means jack shit. Pedro Munhoz testing positive for COVID, but apparently there is a replacement. Let's go to the MMAHoles.com. Check it out. Log in. Yeah, I can't log in. Sorry, your login attempt is no good, Jesse. I can't log into my own website.
No, you just gotta refresh.
Oh boy.
Anytime this happens to you guys, just refresh and it'll bring you here and you just log in.
It's like magic. Ooh.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
It's like magic. Look at that. Yeah, no save the show tonight. If you want to donate, knock yourself out. We're going to go until the news is done. Appreciate your company on this wonderful, wonderful
Because we
Monday.
got the Rona.
That's right. We're rolling it up. Did I pass Drunk's thing? It might take a while. Where did he put it? Did you see it, Jess?
He might have posted it before I did all the news.
So I'm just going to go with it. He says Ricky Simone.
Yeah.
I'll just believe him. I don't know. Who said it? Ariel? Actually, Ariel. Let's just go to Ariel's Twitter. Ariel, he's on the money.
Do something. You come up talking. Do something. Do something. Do something. Do something then. You come up talking. Do something. Do something. Do something.
Okay. Thank you, Kamaru. Appreciate it.
Is it not annoying or what?
Yeah, he's annoying.
It's so frustrating.
Here we go. Check it out, Jess.
Simone is already in Abu Dhabi and has taken all the tests. Seems like a great option.
Oh, okay. So, Ricky, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind.
The bear gives you a fuck, marry, kill. Ready?
Okay.
Karate Hottie, Paige Van Zant, and Thug Rose.
Okay, let me think about this. Karate Hottie.
Paige Van Zant.
Oh, man.
And Thug Rose.
Okay. Let me think about this. Oh, man. I don't want to marry. Oh, fuck. Who do I marry? See, that's the trickiest part. They're all fucking
well, you don't
head
like
cases.
vocal fry, so you don't want to marry Paige Van Zant.
Paige is not getting married.
But
no.
she's fuckable.
But Karate Hottie does that horrific imitation of her mother. And I swear to God, I contemplate suicide every time I hear it.
Thug Rose, because she's easily manipulated.
Oh, yeah, Thug Rose. But Thug Rose she's a fucking head case. She looks like a dude. Well, ever since if I convince her,
calm.
If I convince her to grow her hair.
See? You like manipulating them. So
I'm
just
like,
go with Thug Rose.
This is my question. What the fuck's going on? Were you my conscience talking to me? What's going on? Can I answer the question? Let me think this thing out. I fucking don't know. That's tough. That is tough.
Are we talking Rose with hair or?
Yeah, if Rose has hair, oh man. The question is, who do you marry? I don't want to marry any of them. Oh,
you have to pick one.
Oh man, I don't think I can answer this. I lose every way.
I could pick one.
All right, you pick.
I would fuck Paige Van Zant, marry Karate Hottie, and kill Thug Rose because she's a big crybaby.
I don't know.
Karate Hottie is hot as fuck.
I don't think I've ever been stumped in the game.
And I like funny. And Paige Van Zant, I would fuck because she's hot as fuck. But I don't think I could live with the vocal fry. So I would just fuck her.
This is the first time whoever asked that question, I don't know who did it. This is the first time fuck, marry, kill has stumped me because I don't want to marry any of them. And I think I think very serious. Like I'm actually gonna wake up tomorrow and then it's gonna happen. Like I'm going to be married to this one. I'm going to have to fuck that one and kill the other one. Like I take it very serious, fuck, marry, kill.
Nah.
That's why I can't give an answer.
Fuck Paige Van Zant, marry Karate Hottie, kill Thug Rose.
Imagine marrying Karate Hottie and
their
mom comes over.
Do you really want to live with this?
No, she's not.
Do you want to fuck this or do you want to kill this?
I don't know if I could even fuck Paige Van Zant because honestly, if she talks to me like that in bed, I would cold cock her.
I'm so hot and I have big boobs.
She's dead. She's dead to me. She's dead. She's dying. Paige is dead. All right. What's the next story, Jesse? Let's move on. That answer gave me AIDS. The question, I should say.
All right. Let me move on to the next one. So we know Munhoz has COVID-19. The UFC is setting up a safe zone for UFC Fight Island in Abu Dhabi. Not sure if you're aware of this, Moss, but a stretch of nearly 7 miles of Yas Island in Abu Dhabi has been cordoned off and set as a safe zone for the UFC's 4 events this month at Fight Island. This zone will be in place for the next several weeks.
Juice. The juice.
JBH, you right, baby girl. I'll go the same.
Yeah.
All right, agrees.
Plus, Karate Hottie has a good sense of humor. Like, she's hot and she's funny. You want that. You want hot and funny.
I guess.
So Karate Hottie, you marry. Oh, you don't want Doug Rose because she's like, she's too unstable, you know?
I don't know.
You don't want to marry unstable.
I have nightmares now trying to figure it out. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe on Wednesday I'll come back to you guys and have something for you. What's up with everyone getting COVID, by the way?
They're saying that it's mutating, so there's like a whole new strain of it, and people are more susceptible to getting it.
I'm not. I want to make COVID illegal. I don't want it anymore. I've had enough. Can we arrest people if they get COVID?
No, because
Why
you
not?
probably have COVID.
Arrest me. Get me out of here. The UFC was on a good thing going on here. Now everyone in the UFC is getting it. Gilbert Burns, Pedro Munhoz, everyone's getting it. What's going on here? It's getting bad, Jess. We better start a podcast so we don't have to go outside anymore.
Doug Rose may have to be locked in a room by herself once a week. No bueno.
Doug Rose.
During a pandemic.
I could. Oh man.
FMK Dunk Savage Kevin from Chicago Fierceman. She's now Jessie. By the way, I would fucking kill Paige.
Fuck her, kill.
My God.
Drunk Savage.
Yeah.
Kevin from
Oh,
Chicago
here we go,
or
Jess.
Fierceman. Well, I can tell you right now who I'm killing. I would kill Fierce.
Oh man, this could be interesting.
I would fuck Kevin because I've never seen him before, and I can deal with him for a short amount of time, but not forever. And I would marry Drunk Savage because he has a good heart, even though he tries to play the tough guy. That's what I would do.
So Drunk Savage has a good personality.
No, I never said that. I said I like guys with a good heart.
All right, you're gonna fuck Kevin? Oh my goodness.
I would fuck Kevin, marry Drunk, and kill Fierce.
You're gonna pop Kevin's cherry.
Yeah, I'd pop Kevin's cherry.
Kevin's gonna lose his virginity. Hell yeah, baby. Shout out to Kevin.
Oh God. All right.
So safe zone?
Yeah, so the UFC is going to have a safe zone. The zone will be in place for the next several weeks, including Saturday's UFC 251 event, as well as 3 more events through July 26th. So the zone will only be accessible by UFC personnel, event staff, and Yas Island employees. According to a release, all event staff members have been in quarantine in their hotel rooms since June 19th due to COVID-19 pandemic. All have been tested during the period. A crew of 740 people put together the venue and safe zone area. Those crew members then left the zone, which was sanitized before the rest of the staff members and UFC personnel arrived.
Okay. Smash the shit out of the likes. There's a safe zone. That's why I want you to smash it up as we are flowing through the Monday show. Thank you for joining us. If you're not subbed, smack the sub, hit the notification bell, do all those things, and appreciate your company on this Monday night. COVID is in full effect, but the MMA holes don't give a fuck.
So Max Holloway has very little preparation ahead of his bout for UFC 251 against Alexander Volkanovsky, but he says, I've been fighting my whole life, and pretty much is saying he's not worried.
He's going to fucking lose. Did you see what he said? Did you hear what he said? That he was training, but his coaches were through a Zoom call. So he was literally training with his coaches, but there was a Zoom call. There was no interaction. That was his camp. And he's like, I'm in the best shape I've ever been in.
Pandemic.
Nah, he's not going to win.
What's your opinion on Gilbert Burns supposedly being in quarantine and his kids walk in the room during his interview and get next to him?
Oh,
and
wow.
he laughs. That's crazy.
What?
So he's not in quarantine. Unless his whole family has it and they're all getting quarantined. Then they could be around each other.
Yeah, maybe he was around his family the whole time and
Yeah, maybe they're all quarantined.
they're just not getting tested. That is a little weird though, right?
Yeah, if they all have it. I mean, if he has it, chances are his family has it. So they're probably all just quarantining together.
Yeah.
Ah, super.
I tell you, we run a tight ship. Look at this show. Well, it's
beautiful.
Mr. Beards, let's see them cheeks flex or nip rub.
I could give you a nip. You want a nip? I don't know if I flex my cheeks, but I can give you a juicy nip. By the way, this tank that my wife beater is failing me, but check it out. Check it out, guys. That's my nipple, and I'm rubbing it for you.
Ew, I hate that. I don't like that.
You're welcome.
That's why I don't think I could breastfeed.
I aim to please. Content for days.
I don't like that. Like you.
Now I'm rubbing Jessie's nipple.
That doesn't bother
I'm
you?
rubbing her nipple right now, and no one can see it. Yeah, I don't like Max's odds here.
Super
I hope he wins, but I'm nervous.
React to the last 2 minutes of UFC embedded vid.
I wish. Thank you, Terrell. I wish. Can we do that? Yeah, you put it on over there. Last 2 minutes. Why? What happened in the embedded? I didn't watch any embedded. This is the ones to watch. All right, we'll put it on. What happens? This Dana White finger blast. One of the ring girls or something. Watch that shit. Everyone's saying watch it. Well, 2 people at least. All right, we'll look it up. We can't show it on air, but we'll see what's up. We'll put it on the side over here and tell you exactly what we're looking at. So watch the last 2 minutes. All right, so Jesse's backing that ass up. All right, we'll let you know. Okay. So it's some COVID testing over here. Hold on. His page. Oh, Paige Van Zandt. Is that what it is? Oh, she's so fucking cringy. There was only one embedded, the first one. All right, so Paige is out of the picture. So I'm hoping it wasn't Paige. All right, here's a pool with a caution sign. Social distancing. Black guy with a mask. Gene Tinner. Paige is going to Bellator to fight Cyborg. Could you imagine? She probably is going to Bellator after this fight. Who's that? Who's signing the papers?
They're just taking their temperatures and shit.
You guys trolling, or what are we supposed to be seeing here? How many embeddeds were there?
6 minutes, they say.
6 minutes, okay. Oh, yeah, you're way... What the hell? Okay. So who is this? Kamaru Usman. He comes out, sees Paige. Oh, he's going to be licking the shit out of his lips under that mask.
Shopping during a pandemic.
Pause it, Jess. We got a donation.
JBHFMK BBC HW edition. Francis DC. Derek. Couldn't give you Izzy as that too obvious.
Yeah, it's too
Yeah.
obvious.
You have to answer.
I would fuck Francis, marry DC, kill Derek.
Marry DC, kill Derek.
Yes.
Wow, Derek. Yeah, but Derek Lewis. I was gonna say he'd be a lot of fun to be with.
He's a cheater.
Oh shit.
Derek Lewis is a cheater. I don't want to be with a cheater.
And who are you marrying? DC.
Marry DC.
DC's on his.
Because he's a family man.
He's on his second marriage.
But he's a family
What
man.
if you're the first marriage?
You had a marriage before.
Exactly, but what if you were the first?
But I wouldn't be the... if I was the first, I would be the only, because I know how to make a relationship last.
Oh, it's over. All right, let's see Embedded. Let's see what's going on here. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. So we're watching Embedded the last couple of minutes. And here comes Marty Usman. He's getting his temperature. What are we watching here? What, like, are we just going to watch how annoying Usman is, or what are we doing here? Okay, I'm not watching this anymore. We'll watch it after the show. Thank you for the donation. He's just getting tested.
Jay Lee, you haven't heard? Derek Lewis has cheated on his girl before. Like,
listen, Derek
multiple
Lewis
times. He's a little player, Derek Lewis.
He likes the puss. He likes the ladies. On Embedded, Jorge Masvidal almost runs into each other in the hallway. Oh, okay. Get to that part then. Yeah, fast forward a little bit.
All right, we already saw that. When Usman came out of the elevator, Masvidal went in the elevator. It literally just happened. But they didn't see each other. They didn't
So
say
nothing
anything.
happened.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Usman ducks Masvidal on Embedded. We just watched. I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. I don't know. You guys think? Let me ask you a question. Do you think that Usman is scared of Masvidal? I mean, it's a pretty risky fight to take if he's scared of him, right? I don't know. I can't. Man, oh man. Maybe I'm on crack. Maybe I'm smoking the crazy stuff here, and I'm not seeing what everyone else is seeing. So he's saying, Drunk Savage says he tagged me. Okay, mention me in a post. Let's see. All right, what is this? Okay, this is on the MMA-Holes.com. All right. Can't even put out Conor McGregor's future accomplishments in 280 characters. All right. Conor calls out Masvidal on Twitter. Masvidal accepts, obviously. Conor's chins Jorge and wins both the BMF and welterweight belt. Conor beats Nate. And the winner takes the trilogy. Khabib moves up to 170. Conor chins him. Listen, and it's one of the reasons. It's one of the fucking reasons why the UFC needs Jorge to win this. There's so many ways. Even if they do set up this weird, crazy Conor fight with him, or they don't, there's just so many matchups for Jorge Masvidal. And to think that Conor McGregor won't just jump out of his weird ass retirement and take a fight, and the UFC wouldn't try to put this together, you're crazy. I mean, it's got to be inevitable. That's why I want Jorge to win. Of course I want to see Conor fight Jorge for the 170 belt. It could be a complete circus. Complete circus. Imagine that scenario, though. A lot of pissed off people. But people would watch. Masvidal's too big for Conor. Oh, my God. You remember Al Quinta, even though that fight was really close, Al beat him. You know? I mean, Masvidal, he's very beatable. And that's the weird thing, too. Like, I see a lot of ways to beat Masvidal. I don't see any way to beat Usman right now. I just think Usman's just too good. Conor gets in a cage with Usman, he just gets raped. Like, completely no condom raped. But with Masvidal, I mean, listen, Masvidal's got cardio, he's got pop, he's got a lot of ways to take Conor out, but Conor's a smart fighter. Be fun. That'd be a real fun fight. Anyway, that's something to talk about if Masvidal actually wins. We need him to win. We need it. All right, back to the news. Jesse, what else we got?
So Paulo Costa's manager is saying that Israel Adesanya's coach is lying and that Israel Adesanya actually turned down the UFC 251 fight. According to MMA Fighting, Israel Adesanya's coach Eugene Behrman recently said that nothing has come over his desk in regards to a UFC title fight between his protege and number one contender Paulo Costa, but Costa's manager, Walid Ismail, disputes that claim. Ismail reached out to MMA Fighting to say that Behrman lied about never being offered a date for a championship fight with the undefeated Brazilian. According to the manager, UFC considered booking the middleweight title for UFC 251 on July 11th in Abu Dhabi, but eventually went a different direction.
Shopping during a pandemic.
All the fights he lost, there was no money involved. Now there's a lot of money involved, I think. Or you don't buy the resurrection stuff. Smiley face.
Listen, I love what Masvidal is doing. I think it's great. He's marketed himself. He's fun to watch. He's been finishing people. It's all about the finish, right? Everyone loves a good finish. And he's got crazy cardio, so you got to think if you can keep it on the feet, it'd be fun. You know, but I don't think he can. But who knows? That's why we watch. Muchas gracias, Roberto Hernandez. Back to Ricky Martin.
Costa was expected to face Adesanya earlier this year, but a lingering arm injury prevented it from happening. Yoel Romero stepped into the cage and took the challenge, the last stylebender instead losing a lackluster decision in March. Even though Costa and his team were targeting a July date with Adesanya, they also campaigned for a coaching gig on The Ultimate Fighter. Ismail says the rivalry would break ratings records and Dana White would love the idea. Ismail doesn't have a definite answer from the UFC on whether the reality show will actually happen, though. Costa lives and trains in Brazil and would not be allowed in the United States for a UFC fight due to travel restrictions caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. The UFC has a series of events booked for Las Vegas in August, so Costa is not an option for any of those shows. With the date yet to be determined, Ismail sends a final message to the unbeaten 185-pound king by saying, quote, "Don't run away from this fight, please. His coach is trying to act like a manager now, and that's how careers end. We're hoping to have a date sometime this year, and I just hope they stop crying. Adesanya is crying. He can't say anything online until he actually signs a deal. If you're offered a fight and don't take it, you can't say anything."
Excuse me, Jesse. Excuse me. Hello. Upside, inside out, living La Vida Costa. He'll push and pull you out, living La Vida Costa. His lips are Brazilian, his skin's color mocha. Living la vida Costa. Living la vida Costa. Yada da 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 da.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Oh man, I tell you. Are these guys gonna ever fight? Costa and Adesanya. What's up with Izzy, man? Is he coming back or what? I don't know. There was rumors they were gonna fight in the tough return, and it's just like it feels like one of those fights that are just doomed to never happen. Costa and Adesanya. What is going on? What is next for Costa? What is next for Izzy? Let me know in the chat as Jesse's taking a pissy. It's kind of weird, man. Like, why we got nothing booked yet? What's going on? Maybe the COVID thing? The protests? Izzy's been protesting a lot. Been frosting his tips. Izzy got the brainwash hair treatment. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. He's got the Slim Shady thing going. Or Cisco. Lower T-cell count next. Adesanya versus Costa. Costa could go up in weight. He's a pretty big boy. Yeah, dude. Costa won't make weight. Squatting a piss. Ali. What'd you say, Jess?
I think Costa will make weight.
You think Costa will make weight? I think so too. Why is my... Yeah, sorry. I was going to put a shirt on, but I came from the garage and put the green screen up real quick so you get my wife beater.
It looks good, Moss.
And my transparent tattoo. All right, let's move on to the next story. We'll get I don't know how many more stories we got left, but we're cruising right now. Thank you for joining us.
2 stories left. One of them is just a tweet by The Answer, Frankie The Answer Edgar. He basically just said something about Pedro Munhoz having to opt out because of COVID. He basically said, sorry to hear you had a positive test, Pedro Munhoz. Wish you a speedy recovery. Let know as soon as you're ready to scrap. I'll be waiting.
Okay. Before we get into the next story, can you do me a favor, Jesse?
Yeah.
I want 2 community polls. I need 2 community polls over here because I'm really curious. We have the peoples on the MMA Holes community section voting on Usman losing to Jorge Masvidal, but I want the other 2 title fights on here. I'm curious to see what the people think because they're saying the upset is in place. So...
By the way, I was listening to your singing while I was in the
The shitter?
I was going to say shower.
I was in the shitter.
I was going to say shower.
Were you turned on?
While I was in the restroom. And I really think you should audition for America's Got Talent.
Thank you. My Ricky Martin is on point. It's one of the best in the game. So I'm going to show over here the rest of the card, and we're going to be reacting. Oh, shoot.
Okay, so what am I doing here?
I need 2 polls. I need the title fights.
So
who's winning?
Who wins?
Who's winning? Oops.
Co-main.
There we go. Yeah, the co-main and the AIDS Aldo versus Jan.
So Max Holloway.
Got Aldo and Holloway, says Aiden. Usman, just better. Masvidal and Holloway. Moss is too big for them. William Hung already happened. I'm not Asian. Only under my belt, I'm Asian. All right, so the rest of the card is looking like this. The rematch of Andrade versus Namajunas. It's a good card, though, huh? Van Zandt, last fight in the UFC contract versus Amanda Ribas. Whoa, Ozdemir's on here? I didn't know small face is on here. Long neck, okay. Small face. The guy looks like he really is a human penis. It's so bizarre.
Who?
Ozdemir.
I know, it's weird, right? He's got a weird, like...
He's literally, if a cock was a human being, it would be him. Like, what is that?
Well, isn't the head like a little mushroom? Like, it's a little bigger. You know?
And he don't have those muscles. When was this picture taken? It was like his penis head was superimposed on some, like, jacked up body. He's not that big. What's going on here? Fake news. Fake news. Penis head. Anyway. Yeah, so Ozdemir's back versus Zaleski versus Slikamov. Amirkhani versus Danny Henry. Leonardo Santos versus Roman Bakatov. Marcin Tybura versus, oh, he's such a can, versus Maxim Grishin. Zugamalov versus Paiva. Wasn't Paiva? Oh, no, it's someone else I'm thinking. Vanessa Omelo versus Carol Rosa. And Martin Day versus Davey Grant. So, wow. Bunch of unknowns, and then all of a sudden we get some good stuff. All right. Still decent, though. Once it hits our stride, it's pretty fun. It's a good card. I'm down with it. 3 title fights this weekend, this Saturday. How pumped, man. Pay-per-view action. You stoked?
Stoked, Moss.
All right, let's get to the final story. I know you're tired, but thank you to the people for joining us on this Monday night. One more story.
Claudia Gadelha returns versus Yan Xiaonan at September 26th UFC event. 2 top-ranked strawweights will collide in the octagon on September 26th as Claudia Gadelha and Yan Xiaonan agreed to face off in a yet-to-be-announced UFC event in Las Vegas, sources told MMA Fighting following a report from Combat. Gadelha is coming off of back-to-back decisions over Ronda Marcos and Angela Hill, improving to 7-4 inside the octagon. The former title contender holds UFC wins over the likes of Carla Esparza and Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Xiaonan racked up an impressive 5-0 record since joining the promotion in 2017, including wins over both Kowalkiewicz and Hill. The Chinese prospect hasn't lost in almost a decade, winning 10 bouts in the interim.
That's a gatekeeper. Guy or girl, Jesse? What do you say?
Girl.
Okay. You sure?
Of course.
I'm having my doubts. There's sometimes she looks female on Instagram. I see her. She puts the boobies out.
Stop it.
The fake ninnies out there, but I don't know, man. I think she's trying to cover something up.
Oh, stop it, Moss.
Okay, so
That's
Claudia
silly.
back in the cage. All right, so this Saturday night, we will be live covering UFC 251. We'll be live on Friday. We'll be live on Wednesday. Oh, is there a fight briefing this week? You doing it?
I don't know. I cannot guarantee because we have a lot going on.
All right, we'll see.
I'll do my best to try and make it happen, but I'm not going to make any promises.
We are guaranteed live Wednesday. We're guaranteed live Friday, and for the UFC fights, UFC 251, we will be here. Hit me with the wonderfuls in the chat if you're going to be in attendance for UFC 251. Subscribe to the channel, and let's party hard. Let me know in the chat. Wonderful if you'll be here for UFC 251. I'm taking attendance.
Quezzy BRX, Heavy Micro, Drunk Savage, Aiden Oliveris, Mike H, Matt Stone, Heavy Micro, Burnman 23, King of the Dead, Paula York, Timothy Umana, and H, Roberto Hernandez, RX, Queasy, Aiden Oliveris, Henry Solstice, Alice Level, the Double Champ, Van Chipman, myself, the Mask Kid, Demetrius Gazan, Ev, the Double Champ, Kurt Cocaine, Yo Mama, Chris Richards, Brooks MB75, Stevie 100, Joel M and H, the Masked Kid, Roberto Lopez says wonderful.
You know what we should do? The next emoji for our members, and shout out to the members. I see you in the chat with your belts. We should have a WW emoji. Like, you got it next to your name, but we need a special wonderful emoji. So I think that might be the next one. A fat ass wonderful.
Yeah, let's see what we can do.
So if you're not a member, hit the join. If you're not a patron, hit the link in the description. Thank you for the supporters, each and every one of you. Thank you to Synosy for being the name of our studio, the Synosy Studios of Arizona. Thank you to everyone for joining us. Appreciate all the support. This fight is this weekend. We'll be covering it. And we out of here, Jesse.
Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole.